Hey everybody, what's going on? So, thank you for joining me last minute stream. Hey everyone, it's Sarah Perez's 30th birthday. Where'd she go? You were dirty 30, Sarah. It's Sarah, it's all downhill from here, girlfriend. It's all downhill. Happy birthday to you. The other day it was Y'all I'm Not Drunk's birthday too, so we've got a couple of birthday people in the house. And I don't know if Rose is here, but when I ended my stream last night, Rose gave me a super chat, and I didn't realize it till today. So Rose, if you're here, if you watch this later, thank you. Sorry I missed that. I bounced last night. I was like, gotta go by, right? Gotta go by. But listen, I really appreciate how everyone in the comments didn't drag me, because I was like, yo, I'm about to just once again just get canceled and whatnot, because I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. 2021-ish, I don't know. But I will say this, look. As much as I don't believe this girl, right? I really don't. I kind of feel guilty about that. I do. I thought a lot about it today. I'm like, am I an asshole? Well, yeah, I am, but am I really? Because I feel a little guilty about it, but then again, I don't, because you got to understand something. And this isn't just any old person that, I'm picking apart here. It's somebody that kind of tried to use me as backup. It's somebody that, is doing the same thing that I saw happen already, right? We all saw what happened with Natalie Kennett and how just disastrous that turned out, right? So as much as I don't even bother with Katie Joy anymore, when I see somebody that I perceive to be clout chasing, or I don't know, somebody trying to hop in the mix to destroy Katie, who may or may not have bad intentions, or maybe Julie doesn't have bad intentions. Maybe she's just a lost cause, lost soul. I don't know. I don't know. And that's the thing. And I have to tell you guys that again. I don't know. Todd could have been trying to lay the D on the girl. Could have. Do I think it was a great idea for Julie to bring this story to the forefront with nothing? No, I don't think that was a good idea at all. And I can't say I particularly blame Roadhog. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but that's me, He claims he wanted to give the girl a voice. We all know we're all on a mission to take Katie Joy down. So whatever his motives are, they are what they are. It is what it is, right? My whole thing with him is, you had no problem calling Katie Joy out, right? But this girl, and it's not even the fact he had her on, right? It's really not. It's the fact that he didn't stop her and go, but wait a minute, something's not right here. And he would probably say, well, who am I to do that? But Roadhog, you're Roadhog. I just expected, and this is what happens. This is why I shouldn't have expectations, because expectations lead to disappointment. And I'm sure I've disappointed people 1,000,005 times. And I don't hate Roadhog. I don't. I think I saw somebody in his comments AZ's over there dragging you. You better listen to what she said. Okay, yeah, listen, whatever. Am I trying to cause a war with Roadhog? No. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. I'm just saying what I honestly feel in my heart to be the truth, and I always will. And, it is what it is. I don't have to agree with everything he does. I've already told you I don't agree with everything he does. I don't. And it wouldn't be normal if I did. So there's that. But, so let's see what's going on in the chat here before I get going. I do think I was a little much calling her out, but I was just so frustrated that nobody else seemingly was asking the questions that I was just I'm an Aries, okay? I'll be the first one to tell you I do not have patience I don't have my sucker tolerance is very low, okay? I've been through the ringer. I can spot him a mile away, okay? Don't let the blonde hair fool you. I've been around the block. I've seen a thing or two. or 3 or 4, 5, 6. So I'm not new here, okay? I might have blonde hair, but I'm not new here. Anyways, she doesn't really dislike KJ though, T.O. girl. She said some really nice things about her. She thought she was funny. I mean, I don't think I've ever in all my years, all my time here on YouTube, heard anybody think that Katie Joy is funny. Nope, can't say I have. But hey, like I said, it takes all kinds, right? Maybe some people do think she's funny. If you think she's funny, you need to get out more. you know? So, Waxy, hello, Waxy. Hi, Waxy. So, let's see here. I think that if Aries are bad bitches, you're right. Dana, thank you. I mean, I think I am too, but there's always a possibility that I'm not right? Like, I'm not. But I think where me and her where the wires got crossed last night is I think she is really taken back by the fact that I'm even daring to question her, just like I figured would happen, right? I think she was just like, well, nobody's giving me a chance. Why doesn't anyone believe me? And that's the problem with what is going on in the world right now. I unleashed on Julie because I see all these Julies in the world going out, making accusations, and just expecting everyone to believe them when there's not a whole lot of proof. Yeah, you guys know Amber Heard. Do you remember Amber Heard? You don't know who Amber Heard is, maybe you should get familiar, okay? Because sometimes these people in this whole like movement, if you will, it's not, maybe not a movement, but sometimes people expect everybody to just, especially women now, they expect everyone to be like, I got you back, no matter what. Who cares if you ruin someone's life? I got you back, Who cares if you throw Johnny Depp's whole career away? Doesn't matter. Because we believe you, even though you're fucking cooked, And I don't like that. I don't. It scares me, right? Because all I can think about is like, what if someone did that to me, right? Being on the receiving end of that and being on either end of that is bad. People who are making accusations like that are in a bad spot, right? Flip a table, I know. Last night was my flip a table moment for sure. If I could, do I want to talk to her again? No. I mean, no. I don't think I owe her an apology, but do I wish I was a little bit more patient? Yeah, maybe. But, like I said, I didn't think we were getting anywhere or that, she was saying anything productive. So I just didn't see the point, And like every time I said something, she would come back with like a snarky like remark. Like, and here's the thing too, I want to say, because somebody off the rip was like, what are you like what is this, Nazi Germany? You can support 2 channels at once, and you can. That's not what I was trying to say. That's not what I was trying to say at all. Not even a little bit. What I was trying to say is you are suspect, because if what I meant by the whole like you are a member of Katie's channel and mine, like, huh? What I meant by that is this. You're I'm telling you, you seem suspect in my opinion, right? And I'm not believing you. And then I find out that you're a member of her channel. That leads me to go, what's really going on here? Is this woman maybe a friend of Katie's? Like, you just don't, I don't know. And that's what I meant by that. I wasn't like, how dare you be a member of her channel and mine? That's not what I meant. And I think she knew that, but she was playing it off like, but Charlotte, no, we're not the same. Me and Charlotte is a completely different ball field than me and Katie. And every time I tried to say something to this girl, she came back with something, but hey, she'd probably say the same about me. So I just deaded the issue. Like, this is pointless. Let's go fish. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I want to go fish last night, if anybody's wondering. So, Lisa, I know it was frustrating. And when she ever said like, well, you guys are not giving me a chance, like it's just sad that she expected everyone to believe her with nothing, right? I think she really thought, guys, that like she was going to go on Roadhog and everybody was going to be like, I can't believe Todd did this. How dare he? Oh my God. I can't believe he did that to you, Julie. Are you okay? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that whole point of this was. And she says her point was she just wanted to get her story out, right? Nobody's stopping you from getting your story out, but nobody's going to stop me from questioning your story. Okay? Okay. 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 So, and then I also, too, have to factor in the fact when I was talking about the membership thing or whatever, we have Todd's takes or whatever. I know he did a stupid video today. I didn't watch it, but I read about it in the Without a Crystal Ball Reddit. Shout out to them. 9K Deep, Paula. He did a video today. So his video, Todd's very first video, came out today. Don't watch it. I'm not plugging him. I'm just saying. The timing of this is a little suspect. Shady palm tree, you know? The timing of it is suspect, in my opinion, okay? It is. And then to make matters even more weird, to add in some more, like, suspicious activity, the girl was in the chat last night pretending to be someone else in my stream and Roadhog's stream. And everybody, like, knew it was her. That was kind of weird. So there's that. And also, you know, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put this out in the airwaves, so if it ever happens again in the future, there are no surprises. If I am live streaming, and you live stream my live stream while I'm live streaming, that's a problem, okay? And that's how people get copyright struck. I'm not a jerk. I know that Roadhog already has a bunch of copyrights because he doesn't understand copyrighted music or whatever it is. I don't know. But I'm not going to do that. But I am going to say, in the future, if somebody live streams my live stream while I'm live streaming, I'm not going to be happy about it. So, future reference, not cool. It's not cool to do that. It's just not. Like, it's not cool. Yeah, so there's that. Also, we're gonna, what did I want to do first here? Let me bring up my Dropbox because I wanted to show you something here. Let me see. One moment, please hold. Please hold. This is what took me a minute to get on here because I wanted to bring up some of this stuff. So I'm going to just read some screens that I meant to show yesterday. Some of these I meant to show yesterday, and some of them I just got. And the persons in the chat that sent them to me, I don't know if they want me to say who they are. I forgot to ask, but anyway, so let's go over a couple things here. So, all right. So in my stream last night, I meant to take you all on a lovely walk to Instagram, and we were going to go to the Without a Crystal Balls with a Z Instagram. And this person kind of opens my eyes to lots of stuff, really. And I did link them in my last comment section, right? So that was a plan that I had. This is what I planned on showing you, how some people really did not believe her in Roadhog's chat, but that's not what I wanted to get to. There was somebody who called out a bunch of stuff, who was like this, and this. And I was like, God damn, this person nailed a lot of stuff, right? So this is a comment from, oh, there you are. There you are. Hello. There you are. I know that she came in and surprised my live stream and was just like, hey, and I never got to go to your Instagram, but I linked it in my comments on my last one. And I don't even remember what the hell I was going to show people, but here we are. So if you like to follow Katie Joy Shenanigans, you got to check that Instagram out. And I will relink it in this stream too, because I just get a kick out of you on Instagram. I really do. I really do. I really do. You put in work over there. All right, so this person said there's a lot that doesn't add up. You'd assume after the whole Nat debacle, people would be more discerning, but no. Enter Julie. The only proof that exists is a video where KJ says, no, Julie, please don't message my husband. Her entire story is full of discrepancies, embellishments, and contradictions. Regarding the gay pride flag, is Katie Joy's Rip Gay Pride flag here or not? Because, you know, I don't get this party started until I see Flaggy. I don't know if Flaggy's with us, but if you are, just give me a flag wave, okay? You raggedy flag, you. All right, so Julie claims the neighbor said, get your kid out the effing house. And then a week later, KJ announced we're putting in a pool, versus the pool went up 2 to 3 months ago. And the gay pride flag incident was actually April of 2020, was it? I know it was in the month April because I made a video about it. That was way before the pool thing, okay? So there was that. Great call. I don't feel comfortable putting commenters' names on my stream. I don't know, unless it's like a live stream thing. I don't know how people feel about that, and somebody's always mad about something, so I'm really careful. But and then she said he started telling me things that no one else knows. Katie never wanted no children, and that is not a secret. KJ's told the entire internet several times she never wanted kids, right? So that's not a secret, okay? According to Julie, her and Todd talked daily for months at length regarding his former employer, Comcast, right? But we figured out last night, the shout out to my chat, who told me she was saying that because she didn't want to say where he really worked. She don't want to say where Todd Paulson really worked, but she'll tell you where her husband works. And speaking of her husband, because let me just stop this for 1 second. This is what I need y'all here with me for, okay? Because, sometimes I miss things. Sometimes I'm easy and I'm la-ti-da, Did Julie ever tell us what state she lives in? Because I don't think she did. So this whole, they're calling my husband's workplace. I mean, how? How, though? If anybody is doing that, get a wife, really? But, why? How? I was thinking about it today. I'm like, how would anybody even contact her husband's employer? How? Am I missing something here? Did you guys? I know she sent Roadhog a copy of her license or some shit, but he I don't think anyone ever said where the girl lives. She refers to Minnesota and going to Minnesota, but she sounds like she doesn't live there. So we don't know where you live. How? Nuclear power plants. You know how many nuclear power plants there are? There's a lot, because funny story. You know how I Google weird things at night when I can't sleep? I tell you guys that all the time. The other night, couldn't sleep, 3 a.m. I said to myself, what do they do with all the nuclear energy in the world? How do they dispose of it? Get on Google. Here I am, Googling weird shit. Like I said, if I ever RIP, somebody needs to get rid of my Google files, because people are going to see it and think I'm fucking nuts, okay? So I was really concerned about that at 3 a.m. the other night, way before I even knew about Julie. And I was like, what a small world, right? Nuclear power plants, I was just Googling that. That's kind of weird, right? Julie, are you in my phone and stuff? No, I'm just kidding. I know that, but exactly. Okay, so all right, let me see. Shyla says I do background checks for nuclear power plants. What? This is weird. Very weird. This reminds me of the whole thing I've been diving into lately, which I'm going to introduce you guys to, and you're going to love it. I know it. It's called the Target Individuals. A TI, Targeted Individuals. And boy, oh boy, when I tell you I'm going to have streams called WTF that I just watched, the very first chapter we're going to dive into is Targeted Individuals, because boy, oh boy, are they fun to watch. There's a red car that's following me, and I know they work for the government, that kind of stuff, right? And they have all these, I'm veering off track here, okay? I am. I'll tell you I am. But hey, that is weird, Shyla. How did we get here? I say that to myself 10 times a day. All right, so back to what we were talking about here. Yeah, get your tinfoil hat out, Leon, because it's about to get really, really weird. Really weird. I actually... Okay, so let's real quick. I know I'm getting off track, but listen, I can't wait to show you guys this. I found a video that had 3 views, okay? Because I love to find characters on the internet. I tell you guys this all the time. I like to find those small channels that nobody knows about, that are just chock full of madness and just crazy stuff that makes no sense, and crazy people. They're my favorite. I have a soft spot for just crazy. Stacy, I think I sent it to Stacy. So anyways, this lady goes to the hospital. Now it's a 3-hour stream with her phone in her pocketbook, and she's telling the people in the ER they are essaying me. They put a microchip in my vag, and guys, it's crazy. And you get to hear what the doctor said. It's just like there's a lot of people out there who are just straight up convinced, targeted individuals, and it's a hot mess. But it's really something to listen to how dead serious this woman really is. What did she call it? Paranormal R-word stuff. I'm being paranormally R-worded. Dead serious, dead ass. All right, back to business. Yeah. Oh boy. Microchip vet, I swear to God, yo. I want to just like abandon this whole topic and just take you over to this other world right now, but like I can't. I want to keep going, but I'm gonna stop. Okay. Back on track. So regarding Todd's 10 hours locked in a room, according to Julie, when Todd came downstairs, he said, F that kid, I'm sick of this S. You're always on the effing phone. You're always doing this. Versus, seriously, recordings of this live are readily available, and this is not what Todd said, not even close. Now, let me bring you back to my very first video ever that I will never live down for the rest of my YouTube existence. But I still have it there because Katie Joy is a ginormous twat, and I leave it there to piss her off because I don't like the bitch, okay? So I was going to take the video down, and this is the exact scenario, this whole 10 hours locked in a room thing, right? Everybody knows about that, right? And it's not even just because of me. It's because everybody knows about that. It's well known, right? People who have followed her know about that. And I've admitted this before, and I will say it again, okay? I definitely got some of those captions wrong in that video. I did. And I admitted it months after I made the video. I said, oh my God, I hear this now. I don't hear this anymore. Like, because you know how you hear something and then a bunch of people start saying, well, I hear this. And then you listen to it and again and you go, oh my God, I hear what you hear now. I can't even hear what I used to hear because it's not there anymore. Like, that happened on that video. It really did. So I definitely was wrong about a couple of things that I thought Todd said that if you were to read my caption, you would probably go, yeah, I can see why she heard that, right? Anyways, that's a story for another day too. Okay, so that video is a well-known video. I retitled it Not Today Satan, just so people would have a harder time finding it, because I'm not proud of the video, but I also don't like Katie. It's a devil on the shoulder kind of thing, and you know, the devil's winning. So until then, I leave the video up and la-ti-da, okay? Anyways, Julie and her husband have a 25-year-long, loving, trusting, 100% open marriage with an open phone policy. And I'm glad you wrote this, okay? But she continued talking daily for months with a guy that's trying to give her the D in a hotel room, basically. Yes, very true. And then, as you will see, if you feel like sticking around for because after my live stream last night, she went on Roadhog stream, you know, to complain about how I muted her and stuff, which I did mute her, and I'm going to tell you why. A couple times I muted her because I just couldn't stand the bullshit anymore, and I was like, no. Okay, I definitely did. But majority of the time when I muted her, it was because I didn't have my headphones. I wasn't prepared for her coming in, right? So I had to mute her because of the echo, right? So you even when you watch the stream, right when she comes in, I go, oh, I don't have my headphones, so we can't talk at the same time. Like, I have to mute. Anyways, I don't expect you guys to understand, but sometimes initially it was because I didn't have my headphones, and then I was just like, F it, flip a desk, mute the girl. Okay, I did. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Oh, Rose, I don't know if you heard me, but I did not see your super chat until I got off last night. I apologize. I tried to find you today. I don't know if you saw my comment, but thank you. I'm sorry. I don't want you thinking I'm ungrateful, because that's not the case. I just missed it. I hurried off. So if you have a 25-year relationship with an open phone policy, then why the F are you deleting things? I deleted it because I didn't want my husband to see it. Well, that tells me that you feel guilty about it and that you're trying to hide it. So which one is it? You know? Which one? That makes no sense to me. It doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And she had her husband there last night in the background. You know, we'll get to that. But all right. So I don't know. And listen, guys, what she does with her husband, that's between her and him. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, if you have to delete messages to hide them in fear that your husband might see them. You're probably doing something you shouldn't be doing. Am I wrong, guys? Like, am I wrong? And she's like, well, I'm not attracted to Toad. Okay. I'll buy that. He's not a stunner. He's not, okay, with his cut off sleeves and his cheese knife and his shed and his bones and his feathers and the full moon father. Okay. No, he's not attractive. I'll give her that much. But when you have an emotional, there's a such thing as like emotionally cheating or being unfaithful. Like when somebody starts flirting with you online and you don't stop that shit dead in its tracks, girls, how many times has a guy hit you up, and if you don't dead that shit right there and then, they'll keep going. Okay? I've gotten dick pics in my inbox, and trust me, it's nothing pretty. There's nothing, no. Girls don't like that. Don't do that. Okay? But if you don't stop that stuff dead in its tracks, it progressively gets worse, right? It does. And if you're deleting it from your husband, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like I don't believe it happened, but I also am like, okay, so if it did happen, then why this? Even if it did happen, this story, none of this makes sense, guys. None of it. The only thing that makes sense is, yes, Katie knew who she was. Yes, I believe that she probably has talked to Todd before. I definitely believe at some time or another she has talked to Todd in DM. Has it been to the level that she claims it is? I doubt it, but do I think Todd's probably unhappy in his marriage and maybe seeks out other people? Maybe. I mean, he's married to fucking Katie Joy. I mean, maybe. Shoot. The best mama bear. Hello. I've been married 28 years and I would never have a conversation with another man without my husband knowing. Very suspicious. Thank you, mama bear. Your husband's a lucky man, because that is not cool. It's not. Especially if you would have to delete it. That tells me you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, right? That's just my opinion. I think a lot of you here can agree with me. TV talks. My husband's over here. What are you listening to? I know. I can't imagine people who've never heard me are like, what is this girl talking about? Microchip vaginas? What? I'm a hot train wreck. Okay. Dude, every time I start streaming, I get hot because, like, my computer throws off mad heat when I use StreamYard. It really does. Like, I don't know, man. This thing's, like, on fire right now. It makes me all sweaty. You guys thought that, her story was getting me all hot and bothered last night? No, it was my computer. CPU usage is out the door with StreamYard. All right. Yeah, so whoever said that, shout out to you, because somebody needed to say it. So this is my problem. This is what I wanted to show you guys last night, right? Now, this is all things Sassy. She has a channel, so I didn't block her name out because, it's Sassy, whatever. So Sassy she said nothing more than the KJ viewers don't already know. She's full of shit. Funny, she conveniently deleted the messages. And Roadhog says to her, how many women in this world have no proof, and we've taken only their word? Okay. And then Sassy says, a lot. It's sad. It's the sad reality of the world we live in. Receipts are a must online. Evidence is a must in real life. And Roadhog says, well, make sure you tell KJ that. No, Roadhog, why don't you tell Julie that? How about that? I mean, you had no problem telling Katie. This is why I was disappointed, right? That's all. You had no problem doing it with Katie. Why couldn't you do it with this lady? I mean, I know she was your guest. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You were trying to be, a nice host or something, maybe. I don't know. That's just my opinion, right? Like I said, I don't agree with everything he does. I'm not trying to start a war with him, contrary to what his comment section is telling him. Whatever. So there was that. And then this. This story is lacking so many key details, context, etc., not to mention actual receipts. Why does she not have any? Right? Roadhog says, do you have any proof it didn't happen? Well, you could have asked her to, hook herself up to a lie detector test like you wanted Katie to do. But hey, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one too, because we know that Katie has shady ways, right? Now, one might say, well, we don't know that Julie does. But do we know that Julie has good intentions? No. So what does it matter? You know? Okay, so there's that. Another one. Oh, that was the same one. Hold on. Another time, this woman's straight lying. Roadhog says, "Can you prove it didn't happen?" You can't prove a negative. You see? Here's the thing, guys. How do you prove a negative? Kind of thing, right? If it didn't happen, then yeah, how are you gonna prove it didn't happen? If it you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So this is why I even started this stream. This right here, okay? This is why. This is exactly why. So I didn't know anything about any of this shit, okay? Nothing. Until my stream about Chris McDonough. Everybody in the chat was like, you need to look at Roadhog's Twitter. He's got your name up there and an email. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on, but luckily I have some great people who filled me in. And then I was like, whoa, pump the brakes. Why am I being brought into this? And this is why. You know what it says? A unicorn flew by my window, prove me wrong. For real, right? Exactly. Thank you. So this is why I even commented on this. I didn't walk into this like, we need to stop this now, although I don't have a problem doing it, because after the whole Nat debacle, I don't want to give KJ any more fuel to just be like, poor me, because I don't like that shit. I don't. Katie Joy, like Stacey has said, and this has stuck with me. Stacey said one time, Katie Joy does enough nasty on her own. You don't need to make things up to embellish the whole Katie Joy thing, right? You really don't. There's plenty to work with, you guys. There's plenty to work with. Okay, Renee. So Renee, apparently last night after my stream, when she went to Roadhog's stream, she did show a credit card receipt. Now, Roadhog can't show it because she didn't cross out her credit card information or whatever, but apparently she really did buy something from his store. I believe she did, you know. I believe she bought something because, you know, her son went skydiving or some shit, so she had to buy him a present. And I was joking around. EKC showed up in my comments today and said, why would you buy your kid a present? She said something like, why would you buy your kid a present from the dude who's trying to like steal his fucking mom away from the dad? I don't know, something like that. And I was like, I know, right? Can you imagine how that went? Guys, this is how that must have went, right? Hi, son. I know you went skydiving, and that's awesome. I bought you this awesome Nordic. I met this Nordic Viking online, and he had an Etsy store. And do you know how many hotel-y invites Mama had to turn down to get you this gift? Do you know? Do you know how many runes I had to just whack out of the way to get you this gift for skydiving? Well, I hope you appreciate it, because father, you know, your father is not going to be pleased if he knows about this. Anyways, I have to laugh, guys. I do. I really do. So if you wanted to know why I got involved in this, this is why. So apparently, like I said, she used me to back up her story, me and Renelle, right? Okay, so now she sent this email to Roadhog. Okay, so I was digging around Instagram and I stumbled across this conversation with AZ, T-Spiracy. And yes, you will see by the date. I told her about Toad more than a month ago. I'll go check Renelle. I would like to see what this attachment is right here. What is this attachment right here? Because as of last night, she said, oh, I thought I sent it to you. So what did you send Roadhog then? I never really got to ask her that, and that's my own fault. But what is this MP4 here? What is that? Because, girl, we never talked ever about that. No, we didn't. And you even said we didn't. So what is this attachment at the bottom? I would love to know. Just saying. You know, I don't like when people bring me in on things. I just don't. Like, if she had said something to me and she brought it up, okay, fine. But like when I'm clueless, when I am freaking clueless to what is going on, I hadn't even seen Roadhog stream. People like, oh my god, she said you and Renelle. I'm like, hell no, no. You know, I didn't appreciate that. That's the bottom line, right? Then I see the Roadhog stream, then this, then that, and I'm like, oh hell no, right? That's why. Okay, so I'm not just some jerk who enjoys dragging people. No, I got brought into this. Okay, I don't even know what this is, but okay. What you are looking at now is her pretending not to be her, but it's really her kind of thing, right? Whatever, all right? It is what it is. She was all up in the chat, pretending it wasn't her, but it was. Weird. This is from Roadhog's chat. I'm so sorry that I did not X out these things, but they're still there in the live chat, so my bad. Somebody just sent me this before the stream. If you want to protect your family, why did you dox your kids' workplaces? Right? You create this right here, right? You created that account before you came up with your tall tale, right? Because remember, guys, she only made the new account because she had to get rid of the other one. That's what she told everybody. But if you look at the date on her YouTube account, the new one that she had to make, it's actually not new at all. So this is another inconsistency in the story. Okay. Yeah, I created a new account. I probably have these backwards because, you know, I'm easy and it is what it is. But I created a new account to protect my family. Well, did you think about protecting your family when, you know, you told everyone where they work? But I don't believe it. Like I said, I don't think anybody is calling her. I really don't think anyone's calling her husband's work because we don't even know what goddamn state she lives in. I mean, I'm not really active on Twitter, so maybe she said her state on Twitter. Maybe one of the sleuths figured out, because I know that a couple of you smart cookies out there grabbed her Facebook stuff before she took that down. Maybe I don't know. Maybe someone saw it there, but I just can't imagine anybody caring enough to actually call her husband's workplace. How they would even figure that out? And if there is somebody out there doing that, come on, really, don't do that. Just don't. Please don't do that. There are other ways that you can, you know, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I just don't. I don't like the whole calling people's workplaces and stuff, right? So, yeah. So she was here last night. That was her. Okay. So this is at the point where she's like wanted to come in or whatever. But prior to this, truth be told, you've all done it. Done what? I don't even know what that's about. Okay, she never said he couldn't have a tube. She said that Katie was lazy. Okay, I got that mixed up, all right? Whatever. That's another thing everybody already knows about, so I don't know why this is breaking news, but why is it that everyone else can question Katie when she says these things? She's a liar. She's referring to herself, by the way. This is some kind of third-person fuckery. Like I said last night, all right? When we drag Katie Joy, we do it based off of Katie Joy's own words, own videos, own screenshots, you know, like proof and whatnot. Like, I don't know why this is hard for her to comprehend. This is really why I got frustrated with her last night. She expected us to just believe her. This is another example. Like, just believe me. Don't question me. Just believe me. Dangerous mindset. Not going to do it, you know? Not going to do it. CSA vibes. Ronnie. You know what, Ronnie? I don't think you're too far off there at all. I really don't. In my opinion. Not next door. I believe she said one street over. She being me being Julie. Okay? Okay, so remember how I said, okay, your mom lives near him, which by the it turned into from next door to one street over to now they're backyard neighbors or some shit. The story just grows, right? Like most tall tales do. They over time they change, they grow, they elaborate, right? I mean, what are the odds, right? Think about this too. What are the freaking odds? Okay, you got this lady who doesn't even live in Minnesota. She hits Todd up for art or whatever for his Viking Nordic fucking masterpiece and says, "Oh, my mom lives in Minnesota." Minnesota is a fairly big area, right? Landmass wise, I mean, and then coincidentally, you guys, because it's such a small world, it's a small world after all. Conveniently, they are backyard neighbors or some shit. What are the freaking odds, right? I mean, do you guys see why this is weird? Yes, one street over can be backyard neighbors. You're right, they can. Now, I think you should play the lottery. You bet 1,000, man. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? But her mom's cousin's doctor's babysitter is KJ's neighbor. I know, right? Thank you, Pink Flamingo. I think you're right. Yes, one street over can mean that they are backyard neighbors. But you would think if they were backyard neighbors, like she would just say they're backyard neighbors. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'll watch too much Behavior Panel. I'll be the first one to admit that, okay? I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe her story didn't change on that. However, it's still really, really ironic that they live right near each other. Either way, no matter what way you slice it, that's kind of it's kind of a little much, right? I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, I don't even have no words. I don't. I hope you get well. All right. Oh. Maybe I missed this one earlier. The Behavior Panel is awesome. I freaking love those guys. I am a big fan of Chase from the Behavior Panel. Chase doesn't know it yet, but he is my future husband. Okay? Don't tell Uncivil Law, even though Uncivil Law is probably terrified of me because I sent him a really creepy handwritten letter in a really messy handwriting. And I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm going to kill him in his sleep. But hey, Chase is next in line. Uncivil Law, I don't think you appreciated me or my gift, or I don't think you like me. So I'm just going to move on to Chase from the Behavior Panel. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to break it off with you on Civil Law. I mean, it's nice while it lasted, but... Anyways. I really do like Chase from the Behavior Panel. He's so cute. I just want to pinch his cheeks. And he trained real-life Jason Bourne dudes in real life. Dude, don't play. Actually, I don't think I could hint the Chase because he'd probably like read my mind or something, and that's never good. You know? Maybe not. Anyways, she did show him receipts from what he said. Huh. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen, Julie. I mean, that's the problem, right? I thought. Poor Julie Virgo is over here having to share a name. Yeah, not to be confused with Julie Virgo, okay, guys? Trust me, I have the most basic name, you know. I really do. I have the most basic white girl name, and I get mixed up with all the other basic people with my name in my city. So I feel you, Julie. I feel for you, Julie. You have to share a name with this story because I bet you some people are thinking, oh, it must be Julie Virgo because there's some people out here who are just lost, you know. But it's not Julie Virgo. All four of them are awesome. You're right, Diane. Absolutely, they are. I like all four of them for different reasons. I really do. They're amazing guys. I can't wait to see what the Behavior Panel says about the Dawn Wells interview. I'm really interested. And I think, wait a minute. Did they even do that yet? I haven't seen it. Did they break down the Dawn Wells interview yet? Does anybody know? Oh my God, I forgot about that. I'm subscribed to them, but I haven't seen it come up. Anywho, Great Lakes State Girl says, can we question the fact that her husband works 110 hours a week? That poor man, 110 hours a week. Thank you, Shyla. 100, I know, right? That's like what? 15 hours a day, Somebody said I can't do math in my head. I cannot. Okay, I think that's like what? Let me get my. Oh, actually, I got rid of my calculator on my phone because I didn't have enough storage. That was a bad move. Getting rid of my calculator, not a good idea. I don't know why the hell I did that, but I need to get it back. Anyways, somebody do that math for me, please. Have y'all seen Todd Chrisley's tweet? No. Is it juicy? Should I jump over real quick? Let's see. Let's go to the armpit of the universe. Good old Twitter. Let's see. Let's see what Todd Chrisley has to say. All right, let me take this down. We'll get back to this. This whole having receipts when you don't have receipts kind of thing, you know? That's kind of weird. All right, let me bring up the tweeter. I'm always down for some Chrisley sass. So let me bring that up. Okay, here it is. What does he have to say here? Let me make it bigger. Let me take myself off here. All right. Is this the one? On October 17th, we'll be off to the races. It's not against the law to make a promise, but it's in poor taste not to keep one. Is he saying he's going to keep his promise about Katie Joy? Is that what he means? Because he's got a couple people he's trying to, get in trouble for what they did to him, right? Because by the way, because Katie Joy would never tell you this, but he was cleared of all those allegations, correct, guys? Off to the races. Yeah, saddle up, people. Wear your finest Kentucky Derby hat because it's on Lake Donkey Kong. The dude promised us several times. That's why I think he is talking about Katie because, talking about promises. And I am looking forward to this. I know that on November 9th, on Katie Joy's birthday, she has to sit. She is commanded to sit for a deposition. Commanded on her birthday. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. You're going to sit for the deposition on your birthday. Oh. Look at KJ's Twitter now. Oh, I think she's got me blocked, even though I've never bothered her because, typical Katie Joy style. I'll try. Yeah, she has me blocked, unfortunately. Yep, she does. I'm sorry, guys. Because the bitch blocked me. I've never even tweeted at her. Ever. I've had this account for like freaking 2 weeks. Never even tweeted about making a video, nothing about her, nothing. And she went out of her way to block me. That tells me that she was watching my stream. Because how else would you know that, Katie? Hi, Katie. Katie, are you going to bring White Claws to your birthday bash deposition? Search her through Google, not through Twitter. Oh, that's a great idea, just saying. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I could log into my old Discord because I had a Katie Joy bot thing. I think it's still there. Let's see. Oh, ooh. Did I just click on it like a dummy? Of course. You are unable to view this person's tweets, of course. Can I zoom in here? This is so ghetto. I can't believe I have to do it like this. Thanks, Katie. I'll find where there's a will, there's a way. Let this be known, okay? You can block me, you can run, but you can't hide, okay? Just like Brian Laundrie. Eventually, you're gonna get caught up, okay? Thank you for your super chat, T.O. girl. Your super sticker, thank you. So the last thing anyone should do when they are under federal indictment, out on bail, and facing years in prison is threaten or intimidate people they believe are connected to their case. Witnesses and victims of the accused are protected from direct and indirect contact. He didn't say your name, Kitty. How do you what? This girl really thinks. She really thinks that like she's special or something. Look at her all knowing the law and stuff, right? Tammy says, I hope she's hopped up on that Adderall for her deposition. Oh, she'd be speedballing the shit out of herself that morning. Watch her. She's going to be like, it's my birthday. The last thing anyone should do. Okay, wasn't he cleared though? I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that I haven't been keeping up really well with this stuff, to be honest with you, but her lawyer had notified her the lawsuit is coming. Oh, thank you, just saying. She should be scared. You know what? She should be scared. This man has a lot of money and a lot of sass, and he ain't playing. He's fueled up. Todd Chrisley is his gasolina is topped off right now because he is all fired up by the internet from all of us, right? All us KJ people who want to see her burn, want to see the world burn, want to see her and Todd Paulson burn. I should watch what I say because, next thing you know, Izzy's trying to light me on fire. I can already hear it. It was a figure of speech, Katie. Relax, okay? Anyways, that's interesting. Diane says he was cleared in Georgia, but there was still one thing he was fighting last I knew. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the fire within says he was cleared in the state, but not by the federal. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Thank you. Yep. He doesn't even care. I know, right? Listen, just saying says, I don't even care if he loses. I just want to see Epic KJ going nuclear on lives every night. We do enjoy the spiral here, don't we? We sure do. I know I do. I really enjoy me a good Katie Joy spiral. And some might say that's wrong to laugh at somebody else's downfall or whatever, but it's Katie fucking Joy. I mean, who really cares, I love how proper you are. And Mr. Chrisley, such a sign of respect. And Mr. Chrisley has gathered a lot of info on her additional shenanigans. She's an idiot if she doesn't take him seriously. Oh, I think she's scared. She's shaking in her little boots up in her little coach room near her casting coach. She's probably like, oh my God, Toad, what are we going to do? Word on the street is she knows she's screwed and she's going to be taking actions to make sure that she has the financial capability to fight this. And that tells me that she's scared. Okay, I can't really say too much about it because, first of all, I don't know how accurate this is, but I don't want to say too much, but she knows she's screwed. Let's just put it that way. She better return that new Mac computer. I know. Or she could just start asking her subscribers for a new computer because people do that now, People got Amazon wish lists and shit. Like, oh, I need this for streaming. I need that for streaming. I need a new cat host and shit. I mean, come on. She could do that. I mean, I see that going on and I'm just like, wow. I'll just shut up. I don't want to, some things aren't worth the argument. Okay, let's carry on here. So that was interesting. Thanks for letting me know. Don't give me ideas. Oh, you're going to love this one. If anyone can find me her birth chart, I really want to look at it to see how these cases will play out. Oh, Anais, are you into astrology? I love astrology. I know her birthday is November 9th. I don't know year she was born though, what time of day, but don't you need to know the time of day, don't you, to see her chart or whatever, or to get it correct? That's really cool that you do that, Anais. I mean, I saw you say things like that before, but I love that stuff. Love that stuff. Sloan Bella is a really good professional astrologer. She talks about things in her videos. I don't even know what half the shit means. Like, oh, Mercury's in the 10th house and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, yep. I don't even know if it's true or not, but I believe it. Yes, I love reading birth charts. I need her time of day and place of birth. I predict KJ is a Scorpio rising. Stacy says, I'm about to upload the weirdest freaking Amazon list y'all ever seen. Kim and I will need all the stuff for our channel. I know. And don't forget to add mascara to that list too, because there's somebody out here who's got an Amazon wish list. And not only do they want streaming help, but they want some mascara and a cat house and a couple other weird things. And I think that that's weird. I do. I think it's weird. If I ever start asking you guys to purchase my next tube of mascara, somebody better tell me something, okay? Just saying. Yo, Scorpio's in her moon sign, her sun sign, her peace sign, all the signs are probably Scorpio. I agree. I think KJ's Uranus is in retrograde. Trish, that's funny. You guys crack me up. All right. Guys, I didn't put my eyebrows on today. You can't see me without my eyebrows. This is why these filters are freaking glorious, man. I don't even need to fix my stuff to come on here. On Google, Katie's birthday is November 19th. Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. I thought it was the 9th on the same day her deposition was. Maybe it's the 19th. I don't know. I'd get you a better mascara, though. I know you would, girl. I know you would. Thank you. I need the ones that I need the mascara that regrows your eyelashes, because I wore fake eyelashes and at night I would just like rip them off because, you know, I'm a bull in a china shop because I'm an Aries. Speaking of astrological, I would just, and then now I damaged my real eyelashes. It's a whole thing. People are probably leaving my stream now. They're like, what is this girl talking about? But yeah, yes, mascara. You heard it. You heard it here first, folks. There is somebody out there in this community. Speaking of this community, let's have a little talk. Let's have a little eye-to-eye talk. Okay. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. There is no such thing as an anti-KJ community. In order to have an anti-KJ community, you would have to have a pro-KJ community, and that shit don't exist. So can we please stop with the anti-KJ community? Please. Please. Show me where the pro-KJ community is, and then I will say, okay. But I don't think there is one. In order to have up, you have to have down. Am I right? I can't stand it. I cannot stand when people say the anti-KJ community. And I just love how certain people who make the same kind of videos are like, oh, I'm not in that community. Well, neither am I. Shit. Nobody wants to be labeled the anti-KJ community, first of all, you know? And everybody that is in it says they're not anyway. So can we just get rid of that, please? I don't know. It's weird. The pro Jennifer Falk says the pro community is Katie and Todd, and that's right. And maybe their dog Frida. I mean, and maybe Zag Creations. And that's about it. And what's the Duggar girl that she gets all her scoop from but pretends like she doesn't? Amy. Amy probably don't even like her. What am I talking about? I know. Leon says, I blame it on the mascara, microchips, and the sheds. I know. Todd's probably doing this because he wants to pimp his shed. I was thinking that today. I'm like, I know why he wants Todd's Tall Tales or whatever the fuck it's called. Because he wants to pimp out his shed and have a man cave to escape his crazy wife. I don't blame him. Maybe Todd should start an Amazon wish list for his shed. Todd, you could put a real knife on your list instead of your cheese knife. That would be a great idea. You could start there. I know you don't. Maybe you need mascara, maybe not. But the cheese knife ain't doing nothing for nobody. I know that much. And if you don't know what the cheese knife is, in Todd's music video, he has a knife. And yeah, pimp my shed. He has a knife in his music video, and it's literally like a fucking cheese knife. It's supposed to be like this scary moment where he like goes to stab something, and it's like a pocket knife. I don't fucking know. It's a really weird video, you guys. I have a video on it. I have a playlist called Mr. Without a Crystal Ball. And I did one of my first videos, I did a reaction to his music video. His shit was funny. I still laugh about it. Father, the worst metal song you'll ever hear. And Katie Joy couldn't even hold his phone. He had to put his phone on the ground and shit. So unappreciative. Anyways, so I thought now that I got all that out about how, like, you know, I didn't intend to drag this girl. I feel in my heart that like maybe Julie has some things going on. I don't know. I don't feel good about it. I don't want anybody to send her hate, but I also don't want people walking up in this community, in this anti-KJ community that doesn't exist, being a Nat predecessor, if you will. That's the last thing that we need, right? And maybe we're all a little on edge because of the whole Nat thing, right? But that should have been more of an indication that this probably wasn't going to go well, right? Now, from what I understand, Julie has summoned Instagram for her deleted messages or her account, however it works, I don't know, so she could show some evidence of her interactions with Toad. How many of you think that eventually she will get those screenshots and prove once and for all that he was trying to take her to the telly, the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn? If your wife starts acting up, switch and take her subscriber. How many of you think that really went on? I mean, hey, miracles happen all the time. Maybe it did, but I'll be waiting for it, you know? And if by some miraculous occurrence she does come out with proof and it seems actually legit, I'll say sorry, you know? I will. But as of right now, I'm not buying it. I'm not. And I'm sorry that we had to have a conversation, but somebody needs to tell you, and I will be the one. Okay? So, yes, that's true. She did bring up the fact that nobody believes screenshots after she sent me a screenshot to try to make me believe her, because that makes sense. But, you know, and even if, like I said, if she gets her account back, what she should be able to do, right, is screen record a video, because this is the only way I think that this is going to end well, is if she screen records the conversation and she proves that who she's talking to leads back to Todd's real account. Okay? I think that's the only like legit way that anybody will buy this, because just too many things have gone on to just be shady, you know? But oh, Shermar, I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you. I meant to talk about that last night too. Shermar says, I'm very curious why KJ isn't all over Twitter yelling about it. I am too. And I think that's another reason why this is shady palm tree, right? Because Katie loves to silence her detractors and, you know, prove that what we're saying is not true, right? Maybe, hear me out. Maybe she's not doing it because we all already know it's not true. Maybe that's why she's probably like, shit, I didn't even want to speak on this because I think they all know, right? Maybe. Or maybe she's embarrassed. Maybe she don't want to give Roadhog any traffic. I mean, there's quite a few reasons that could be, but I do think it's odd that she didn't. I definitely do. It's not like her to not say something. I mean, I don't know. It's really not in her character to stay quiet on this, so I don't know. Yeah, she does. She loves being the victim. I know. It is weird. I will say that. It is weird. Definitely. And what Roadhog said last night, I think I'll just play the part where she called in on his stream. For those of you who haven't seen it, if you've already seen it, I'm sorry. But I know some of you probably haven't, and I think that we should play it because there's a couple like key points in there that I want to go over. But yeah. Or maybe it's true and she already knew about it. Haha, just kidding. I know, Adrian, right? That just gives Julie time to actually fake screenshots. It does. And that's why I said, like, the only way I'm going to buy it is if she screen records the fact that who she's talking to in those messages leads back to Todd, right? Colleen Bennett says she's refusing to speak on it because it was RH that did the interview, so she doesn't want to say anything to bring him views. I know, KJ. Yeah, I mean, she only says my name on like her Instagram lives and stuff, and on Twitter. So I don't know. I think she knows that like nobody's really buying it. I mean, I don't know. TD Dog says, I'm going to say this. I just don't believe her. Not at all. I know things. The general public is wrong on some things that she picked up and elaborated on. Just saying, Toad didn't say shit to her. And one more thing, too, is I guess Todd was in Roadhog's comments. I didn't see it, though. I don't know. I didn't look too hard for it, but I didn't see it. I heard it on the stream. And Todd never denied the fact that he had spoken to Julie. Because I believe he probably did, right? I just don't think it was about smashing at the hotel, you know? Who needs a hotel when you have a shed, right? You haven't seen it? All right, so let's just do that, right? I know KJ will stay quiet. She'll find an opportune time to bring this up to her advantage. Glazed and confused? Good one, you know? That could be it, yep. I mean, there's quite a few reasons of why, right? Does anyone know how this started? Did she seek out Roadhog? Yes. Roadhog says it's because, in his opinion, I think he said something like it's because she knew I was like cool and that she would have her voice on my platform. Okay. Whatever you want to tell yourself, dude. All right, so where were we? What I gathered from that email that I was involved in and what I took from this, and I still don't know if this is really what happened, I thought that she was trying to say that she told me and Renelle. In other words, I was under the impression, and I still am kind of lost on it, to be honest with you, that she had told me and Renelle about it in hopes we would talk about it. I still don't understand what the whole point was about me and Renelle Smith. That kind of confuses me, you know? A lot of things confuse me. I'll be the first to tell you. Okay, so let's listen to...
Hey, how are you?
I'm living the shit show. What's up?
No, I'm living the fucking hell right now, and it's bullshit, actually.
Well, I mean, you know, we when we talked about it, you even admitted you knew this shit was coming.
Oh, I did. And, you know, and I fully expected people to have their opinions because everybody has their opinions. They're like assholes, right?
Right. Yeah.
But see, everybody thinks that my husband and I have this terrible relationship and that I'm flirting with all these guys and all that shit. It's not funny. He'll be in about 2 seconds.
That's
He's
fine.
tucking in the grandson.
Yeah. My thing is I want to like quickly kick something. If I didn't delete something out of the video, I apologize. I'll say that right now. If you said for me to delete something, I didn't hear it, I apologize.
It's fine. I'm sure when I watched the video afterwards, I was like, oh shit. I said that kind of fast. He might not have.
Some people have come up and they were like, you know, like, well, Julie said this, because that's why I even asked you. I was like, do you want me to release? Because I didn't know that Sue's name was in there really. I mean, I went over a lot of emails in like the last month and a half between us. And
we had like what, 20 or 30 between us, I think.
30, maybe something like that. And then we had Twitter message and everything else too. So, I mean, as soon as I found out about Sue thing, I took care of it, obviously.
Right. And I apologized to her profusely for bringing her into it.
She didn't come at me with no kind of hostility or not.
Yeah, I didn't really get to that last night. Sue Elliott was like, dude, what do I have to do with any of this? Like, and it's true, right? Like, leave Sue Elliott alone. She's a nice lady, you know?
She just asked me to take care of it, and I did.
Right, and you did, and I apologize, and that's all I could do as far as she goes.
Because ultimately, like, I'll put this on just because you know how I am. I'll come straight at you. The other night, you came to me. We talked, and you were like, "Look, people are coming at me. I'm just going to change some shit up. I'm going to kind of disappear out." And I told you, "Hey, that was your call." You know, I don't agree with because, like, I know you were making comments on a lot of other comments, and I was like,
well,
"Oh
I
shit,"
tried.
you know. I was like, "Oh God, please don't do that." But it was your right to. I'm not going to stop you. But I knew that people were going to come at you, and it's that, you know, then you got people coming in and they're like, hey, you know, Jeremy, is there a possibility she's working with KJ and everybody else? And I came
no,
and that's what I said, because I even told him, I'm like, look, she even gave me a
Yes, Jennifer. Well, thank you for pointing that out. So she's literally commenting while she's not talking, right? But remember, it's not her, but it is her, but it is her, but it's not, right? Yeah. So just that's why I zoomed in on the chat so you guys could see that aspect. Let's continue.
a picture copy of her ID. It'd be really fucking kind of stupid to do this. But my thing is yes, people are going to tear this whole thing apart, and that's what they've been doing. They've been tearing the whole thing apart, which is exactly what probably 99% of people would do. And
I'm sure they would.
You know,
I'm absolutely sure they would.
Because in that whole interview that you and me did, would you agree? I just let you talk. I didn't set that shit up. I never told you what to say. None of it. And
I would agree with that.
I even told everybody on the live the other night, would you agree that we talked for maybe 15, 20 minutes before we recorded and then talked for maybe another 30 after we were done recording?
Yeah, and after we were done, it really wasn't even about that. It was just whatever.
Shooting the shit. So, you know, I don't want anybody thinking that I persuaded anything or that this was payback on Todd Paulson or anything, because it wasn't.
No.
You know, this was not oh, well, hey, I'll use Julie and catch this motherfucker up because he copyright strike. Right. So,
no, it had nothing to do with any of that.
Right.
It had to do mostly for me. And by the way, my husband is sitting right here next to me.
Okay.
So he can hear everything.
Oh, that's cool.
What it came down, and I'm sure he'll probably even say something. What it came down to is I was violently raped when I was 17 years old.
You know, here's the thing, guys. This is really sad, and this is part of the reason why I'm like, all right, this is just like, this lady's got problems going on, whatever. But like, I can't help it but think, right? When people stop doing the whole, but I'm sick, but this happened to me, but, you know, I have memory, but that, you know, it's almost, in my opinion, it feels like sometimes when people do that, especially excessively, that they're trying to garner sympathy so people will become, I don't know, easier on them. Like I don't, honest to God, like, I don't know, like, what that, yeah, it has to do with what we're talking about, but like, why would you just throw that out for the world? I don't know. I have so many like questions about, it just seems to me that people who do that are just trying to be like little old me, you know. I don't know. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to be a complete asshole here because, you know, those are hard things to deal with, right? But I mean, excuses or what? I don't know.
And I was never given a voice. Not that Todd did any of that.
I was never given a voice. I mean, nobody's stopping you. I mean, like, was she waiting for the red carpet to be rolled out? Like, does anybody out there have anything to say about Todd Paulson? I don't know. Like, I was never given a voice. Okay, you have a voice. You definitely have a right to your voice. You definitely have a right to your story. But you have to understand with that comes public scrutiny sometimes, and that's just the way life is, right?
Not that, you know, we never even met in person, like never ever. Like I don't even know what he looks like in person, except for, you know, on YouTube when you see him running by. But
right.
I would not flirt with him. First of all, my lifestyle he couldn't afford. My husband affords us all the best of the things that we want.
So you ain't on her level, Todd. Okay. I don't know why Todd thought he had a chance. I mean, she's fancy, huh? I mean, I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay.
And so maybe that sounds kind of shitty, but I mean, that's the God's honest truth.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not judging you for it. I mean, hey.
And, you know, I found Katie when I was at a like stupid low point. Right. You know, and I kept telling my husband, hey, look, you know, look at this lady. She watched his Sister Wives talks about Teen Mom. And at the time, it was cool.
I thought Joey sucked.
But I mean, he was like, whatever, if it makes you happy, like, you know, because she would go live like 5 times a day. Right. And when I was doing treatment, I'd be there all damn day. So, you know, you look for, you just look for shit to watch on YouTube. And that's what I did. And that's honestly how I've come across every person. Well, pretty much. Like sometimes I would hear like, oh, this person said this. So I would go and listen. And that's how I found you. Because I heard someone say something about you. There you were. I saw how you were. I saw how the missus was. I liked that. Right. And I felt like I could trust you with, you know, this story. Right. And it's not like no one is letting me.
My bad. She said she would trust him with this story. I thought he said that. I didn't hear that part. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's my listening ears or whatnot, but like, I don't know if it's so much information coming at once, but like I have a hard time keeping up with her. I really do. You know, my brain don't work like that, especially when my meds wear off after 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But
speak. First of all, for all the people that said, oh my God, it's so jumbled, the time frames, blah, blah, blah. You know, Jeremy, I have MS, progressive MS. And I have a hard time maintaining a timeline. Would you not agree with that?
A train of thought.
Yes. And I'm even in cognitive therapy to try to help me to figure out how to live with MS because it sucks. Right. And, you know, it just sucks. And no, I'm not scorned by Todd. Give me a break. You know, it's not. My husband and I did not make 25 years by us lying to each other. That's not the thing. You know, if my husband wants to look through my phone, here you go. He knows the code. In fact, the codes for our phones are the same.
Girl, this is what I can't get down with. Not even a little bit. Okay? You already told us. You deleted it because you didn't want your husband to see it, right? That tells me that you know you were up to no good, or that you were maybe doing something you shouldn't be doing, or maybe Todd was doing, who knows, right? But like when you delete stuff from your partner, especially if you have an open phone policy, that's a little sketch, you know? It really is. I mean, no matter which way you slice it, okay? it's just sketchy. Deleting stuff because you know it's shady, and then saying like you have nothing to hide. Those two things, which one of these things don't belong? You know that shit in preschool, like which one of these things don't belong type of stuff, you know? Those things don't belong. I'm sorry, they don't, you know.
So, you know, whatever, it is what it is. The reason that I deleted most of the messages, like, I mean, there's still some out there with Todd and I talking because they were on like a live, and I'm sure somebody caught it, but it wasn't a flirty thing. It was like a, hey, how are you? Cool. And then after a long time, now mind you, I've been watching Katie since back when she had.
My head is spinning. Like I can't even. Roadhog, I don't know how. No wonder why he's just like, He's off in the cut, like, because literally your fucking head spins listening to this, right? It's like you think she's taking the conversation one place, but it's going another, and that's why I'm so confused half the time, because I'm like, wait, what are we doing again? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. But TD Talk says, this is why I stopped. TD Talk said, so delete everything, but remember your conversations. Okay, with the mass confusion going on, I know, huh? Right. You have trouble remembering things, but you delete everything. I mean, that can't be good, right?
Had purple hair and headphones. So what is that, like 2.5, 3 years maybe?
Okay.
And now she's, since the Toddy thing, I mean, she's went off the rails, and I rarely even watch her now. Like, would you say that, Mike? I rarely even watch her. Right. And you have to talk. They can't see. You said you didn't want to.
The dude works like 110 hours a week. How the fuck does he know what you watch? He's over there like, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, another contradiction, right? Like, he works 100 hours a week, but he knows that she does not watch KJ anymore. Like, come on, man.
On camera, so but it just seems to me that I've had my voice stolen again, and I didn't even really say anything that bad. I said, Todd.
Wow, that's a really good point, TD Talks. Important. She says she sent those DMs in an email to KJ. Let me guess, she deleted her sent folder to an email. TD Talks, that's a really good observation. And I don't know about you guys, but when I delete screenshots off my phone, they still go to my Google Drive, my Google Photos or whatever. Not everybody has that. I understand that. Just saying, like, yeah, it's guaranteed to be deleted, She deletes everything. She just has OCD, She deletes everything, so whatever. Her voice for what, Bugsy says? I don't know.
Art was beautiful.
Right.
Later stuff, not so much.
Like, now, but I will say this is, like, over here, you got a voice. I'm letting you go. You can say, well, yeah. I saw a lot of the tea stuff, and here you can say what you got to say. I'm just going to let you roll with it. This is your time to clear the air or whatever. The only thing I'll say is kind of like, let's look at it like me and you, when we talked, you knew this was coming. You knew people were going to say shit and all that. I agree that, it would have probably been a lot smarter.
Ronnie, remember that video I made? I was like, DJ Deleedy Paulson. And then I gave like a track list of like Katie Joy songs. DJ Deleedy Paulson. Yeah, this is DJ JG Deleedy for Shizzle, right? Oh, I forgot about that. That just made me laugh. Her husband can back up how much she watches KJ. I don't buy it, none of it. Yo, if Waxy ain't buying it, I don't know. And honestly, and I can't speak for Roadhog, and I won't dare speak for Roadhog. He's a big boy, but I highly doubt he even fucking believes her at this point. he's just like, hey, go ahead, say what you need to say. Hey, fuck, you're fucked, In my opinion, of course.
To have something, but I had even asked you in the emails. I'm like, do you have anything that can 100% back it up? You said no, not really, because everything I got deleted. And we talked about it. It was a pretty, all right, I get it. I understood what you did. And
I mean,
it's you have to look at everybody's point.
For sure, I absolutely do.
But it's too. I mean, it's not hard for me or the wife or anybody else, because I believe in letting people have their voice. That is something I totally agree with. Like last night, we talked about this. This was a big part of the conversation in my life last night. I will tell you, I didn't agree with you deleting the comments. I think you should have stuck with it, but it was your choice. I'm not going to persecute you over. Hey, whatever, it's cool. It is what it is. Now, when we talked about this, to me, the way that it was talked about how he made advances or made very suggestive comments to you. To me, it comes off as sexual harassment because of the person I am. Okay.
Right.
So
it's funny. I'm reading my own chat and I'm reading his, but V. Lewis says, and I agree with this, V. Lewis. I have CRPS. I use it as an excuse for exactly nothing. Okay. That's a really, when people use like mental health and stuff, like, it's not an excuse for I don't know, especially mental health. This is separate. I'm talking about something different. When people like Katie, like, oh, I have this, I have that. That's why I act like this. Like, I have a lot of mental health issues too, but I ain't out here in these streets, doing half the things these people around here do, And I'm not referring to her. I'm just saying, like, I stand with nuclear, Mike. I know. I did see Roadhog a few minutes ago. I don't know if he's still here, but I really want to know. Something I really want to know. If I could ask Roadhog one thing, it would be this. At any point, did anybody on Twitter or you say what state this woman lives in? Because I would just like to know how the hell people are calling her husband's work. That literally makes no sense to me. Maybe I'm missing a piece of the puzzle, and I'm willing to admit that. But, okay, he is here in chat. Roadhog, can you answer that? I mean, like, do you understand about the husband thing? I mean, is Roadhog asking for receipts like we are? Yeah, he was telling her, and you'll hear it. He'll be like, look, there is no other way out of this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I warned you of this. I give him that much. He did tell her. In advance, he told her, too. He told her in advance. And I believe it because he says it on the thing. And she goes, So, I don't know. She told where he works on his live. She did TD Talks, but she also didn't say what state they live in. She said, my mother lives in Minnesota, right? She didn't say where she lived. So, like, how would people know where to call, She said he worked at a nuclear power plant. There's a million nuclear power plants in the country, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm confused. And, yeah, maybe it didn't happen, but maybe people found out what state she lived in. I don't know, but I'm sure there's some kind of excuse. Let's continue.
now I will say this. If I have worded it wrong in the title, I wish you would have said something to me and I would have corrected the title. But
okay, she said the name of the nuclear power plant. Oh, okay. I stand corrected then. I thought she just said a nuclear power plant. Like I said, my head spins. I thought maybe I was missing a piece of the puzzle. Again, if any of you are out there calling her husband's work, you need to find a better hobby and probably not do that. Okay? I mean, what do you say when you call somebody's work like that? Like, hi, can I speak to Mr. Julie? And what do you say? Like, can you confirm that your wife deleted the messages and never showed you? Like, he ain't gonna know what the fuck. Like, what? What do you say? This was before he was on in the background last night too. So I mean, what's the point of that? I don't get it. I just don't get why people do weird things like that. But hey, I don't think we need to call people's works. I think we're pretty good where we stand here. BNAP says suffering from MS or BS. Oh boy, trying to get me canceled. Lunch is BNAP. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate that.
If it was kind of, that's how I took it. I'm like, okay, anytime a woman has a man making any kind of suggestive comments to him that are unwelcomed, you catch my drift, just unwelcome shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of a harassment, especially if, at one point it's like, hey, look, I don't want this. And they keep going. So if that was kind of wrong, then I apologize for that too. I mean, if I need to correct the title, I have no problem correcting the title.
Well, that's what I tried to explain to AZ is that.
Okay. If I wasn't SH'd, okay, and I was invited to somebody's stream to tell my story, and I didn't feel like their title was fair or something, I would probably say something, I would be like, hey, you know what? Todd was trying to get freaky with me in the Voodoo Shed or at the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn, but I wouldn't call it SH, right? She was okay with that until nobody else was, right? Then it wasn't okay anymore. I think that this whole, like, I know a couple people out there are like, well, there's no power dynamic, so it's not SH. I don't know, man. In my book, if somebody is giving you unwanted advances, it's this is freaking all the same to me. I mean, if we're gonna get into we're gonna be mincing hairs over here and getting into real definitions, then why don't some people think doxing isn't what some people do? I mean, I'm literally reading you the definition of the dictionary and they're telling me that's not good enough, but they'll be like, oh no, there's no power struggle between the two of them. I mean, if you think about it, there kind of is, though. I mean, if you look up to Katie, bleh, if you admire her, bleh, and you think she's funny, and you like her and you're purchasing things from Todd's store, I mean, that kind of is a power dynamic, right? So if we really want to mince the hairs, I'd have to disagree. I think it is kind of a power dynamic. I think, in my opinion, I know people are going to disagree. I think it is, you know? Yeah, I don't know. You guys agree? I mean, he'll tell you till he's blue in the face he's not a public figure, but at the end of the day, he is. He has a music video. He has his own freaking segment now on Katie Joy's show or something, whatever, his own stream, whatever it is. That's definitely a public figure. So if he's a public figure, then there is a power dynamic. Yeah.
You know, I told you my story, and that's how you chose to classify it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me. I never said, oh, he sexually harassed me or any of that. It was just.
But you never said he didn't, though. Like, yo, I don't think I'd be cool with that. You know? And another thing, too, she said she told Roadhog that to edit out the stuff that she said about her family. Yo, she never told him that, not on the stream anyways. And you'll hear him say, I don't remember you telling me that. It's another weird inconsistency, right? Just another anomaly, I guess, you guys. I don't know.
I'm sure you needed a title, and that was probably the first thing that came to mind.
I mean, but ultimately in the best rounds, that's the best thing that came to my mind, because I really don't see it. Because now, the more we get into it, people could say, well, you know, there was this, because like last night, I said, okay, maybe there was conversations that were 50-50. We don't know, because that's the problem. We don't know everything, Joy. We really don't. Mm-hmm. Okay, because at the end of the day, like I've told everybody, there is two people who know the honest to God truth. Okay, and that would be you and Todd. The rest of us are sitting here kind of on the outside. And obviously, you know, you've had your conversations with your husband. You let him.
Todd would never face me, but she also said the truth will come out. Okay.
Know what he needed to know. So we could say that point too. But when these conversations happened, it was between two people. And, you know, I've got some people that are going, you know what? I believe her on this end. I don't believe her on that end. And then I go, okay, she makes a good point here, but yep, some of this story falls apart here. And I can get it. If somebody's got medical issues and things, I will even give them the benefit of the doubt on that. Medications can fuck everybody up. We can get there. But from what I understand, you told me last night that a lot of this was through Instagram. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay. So if these are Instagram, I think we talked about a little bit. Have you got
All right. T-Mac says, at one point in the original video, she wanted her husband's work edited out, but then said, no, I guess it's important, something like that. Oh, I don't remember that, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't remember that, but I stand corrected then if that did happen. But I even went and listened to it again. But like I said, this lady makes my head spin. Maybe she did say it. I don't know. You know, but I'm gonna be fair and read all the comments. You know, I don't really like to skip over the ones that correct me, as you can see. You know. So Jennifer, I know, it's kind of confusing, right? Jennifer says, so she wanted her husband doxxed? I mean, I don't fucking know anymore. I can't. I don't know. But Pink Flamingo, when you said a nuclear power plant, what is her husband, Homer Simpson? I almost fell over. That was funny.
hold Instagram yet?
I did.
Okay, so you sent an email to him asking for the back copies of it?
Yep.
Okay. Because I will say this, no matter what happened, if you get those back copies, you will have a leg to stand on. Okay.
Right.
Now, I'm still going to let you say your truth up here. I just wanted to kind of clear the air really quick because I got a lot of people asking me questions to say and everything, and I just want to clear it out of the air. But if you get those Instagram, and I will tell you this, I believe 100% they will give them to you, not a problem. You get those sons of bitches, you bring them to me.
And I would.
Okay.
I mean, I've been 100% open and honest with you. And as far as me deleting messages, I'll let my husband take that one.
Okay.
How do I do with messages?
Yeah, I always tell her what saves. Like I save receipts and everything.
Right. Yep.
She deletes everything. I'm like, why do you delete everything? I save stuff for years.
Years.
Lisa Sum says the behavior panel would have a heyday with her alphabet of ailments. The behavior panel will, I believe she's what they refer to as a wacky water weasel. I don't know if you are a huge behavior panel fan, but they would definitely refer to her as a wacky water weasel for sure. That means like somebody who's just like all over the place and just, whatever. I didn't make it up. They did. Okay. So don't come for me. AZ, I sent you something on IG courtesy of Pork Chop. Oh, I like Pork Chop. I came across Pork Chop today on Twitter. I went to Twitter earlier today and I typed in on the search thing this woman's name, Julie, and I was like looking for maybe some new information or whatever, and I came across the Pork Chop account and I was like, I like this person. Okay, thanks, I'll check it.
Yep, exactly. That's how I am. But
I just for me, if I have 12,000 messages on my phone, like texts or Messenger or even Instagram or whatever, if I have all that, it gets confusing for me.
Right.
So I try to just keep what I absolutely need. Like I delete messages from my kids, from Mike, from my husband, everybody. I delete all that stuff just because once I know it and whatever. And most of the time it's just nothing. But for me, it's hard for me if I have a million messages. Sometimes I'm like, wait, who said that? Or where is this? Or whatever. And like, I even do that with my kids. Like, if I'm on the computer, I'll be like, oh, damn, how do I unlock this computer? And the kids are like, don't you got it in your phone? No, I don't. So I have a password book, So it's just, people don't seem to understand that, MS is it's a bitch, Jeremy.
Right.
It's like, I feel like over the last, what's been like.
And that's really sad, right? Like, I'm sure MS is a bitch. I can completely agree that must not be a good time, right? And it's truth be told, if this woman come out with proof and there weren't so many inconsistencies and stuff, like, then yeah, that would be like really hard to hear. Like, damn, that sucks, right? But when there are a million other inconsistencies and then you throw that in there, it's like, I don't know, but I just got some shit on Instagram, you guys. Thank you for sending me this. I will show you as soon as I bring it up because this is just fucked.
20 months now since I got an official diagnosis, something like that. It's been downhill quick. I went from, just going in to try to get my memory straight to physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, because I have trouble swallowing, cognitive therapy, which, teaches us about this daisy chain thing. And I tell Mike all the time, if he's saying something, the kids are talking, the grandkid is running around, I get where I'm like, stop, like all of you stop, because I cannot process all of you coming at me at once. And, I did go on and try to, like the people that were saying, oh, what about this or what about that or blah, blah, blah. I tried to go in and to A, defend myself, and to B, maybe set the story straight. Maybe I wasn't exactly like in the timeline, but, it's just like, it's just nuts that, a woman in this day and age can come and before anyone goes, hey, let's let this girl have a talk. I mean, you had shit to do.
Jesus Christ. I fucking can't listen. I have a hard time continuing because this day and age, and that's exactly what is wrong with this shit, in my opinion, okay? In this day and age, everybody expects that No matter what the fuck you say, you are to be believed, and that is dangerous as fuck in my book. I'm sorry, it is, and I'm always gonna stand by that. And if you think I'm an asshole for it, I mean, it's not about being on the left or being on the right. I don't even follow politics. Somebody showed up in my fucking comments like, "Oh, you must be a Trump supporter." I'm like, no, actually, I don't give a shit about politics. They're all liars on different levels. I don't care about that. Like, I literally go with whatever feels right in my heart, and like, I just can't believe everybody. I don't. I think it's bad. I think it's really bad. And if you're somebody out there and you believe everybody that has a fucking sad story, you are about to get taken advantage of in life. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. There's a lot of sad stories out there, man. There is. There really is. There's a lot of sick people. There's a lot of sad stories. And there's a lot of, also a lot of people who take advantage of people's hearts, right? There is. And it makes it difficult. It does. And maybe I'm fucking jaded and I don't know, but just too many inconsistencies. Anywho, Eric, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Now what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna I was trying to get that person's name out of the screenshot. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna show you, because I need a fucking head break, okay? I'm going to show you what somebody just sent me. I haven't even really, I kind of looked at it and I kind of know what it is, but let me show you. Thanks, Eric. All right, let's see. Okay. Let me zoom in here. So what we're looking at here is comments from Roadhog Stream. Somebody says, I feel the same way. I'm unsure about this. Julie says, if I had said he R-worded me, but I had no pictures, would that have been better for you? Wow. So you have a problem with Roadhog saying SH, but now you're over here. Wow. Wow, you guys. Wow. And then someone said, oh God, don't compare DMs to rape. This is not funny and I'm not laughing at rape, but like, yeah, don't compare the two. I'm sorry. Don't compare some shady DMs to being R-worded. I'm sorry, just don't, okay? You're being very defensive to people that haven't said anything bad. All we said was we are unsure. We'd be a fool to just take someone's word as fact. Very true. And then somebody else said, to be fair, no one would expect you to have pictures if you've been R-ed by someone. Oh my God, I always laugh at inappropriate times. I'm sorry. Yeah, nobody would want pictures of your R situation. That's definite. I can definitely agree with that. Oh my God, you guys. All right, so let's see the next one here. I got my camera all up in my face today. Hey guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm so freaking close. Okay. Let's see. There's one more. All right. What does this one say? Julie says, insensitive to who? Do you mean our victims such as myself? What? Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. Okay. God, I hope you nail them bastards. My God, I'm so sorry for you. See how quickly that conversation changed? Do you see how quickly that person stopped dead in their tracks and they go, you know what? I'm not going to question her anymore. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hope you got him. Julie says, I wish I could send pics over here. Pics of what? This is frustrating, you guys. You know, like I said in the beginning, I'm not here to like attack this lady. I'm just saying, and this ain't even like a Julie thing. This is a worldwide internet phenomenon, okay? I like to call this the Nat effect. Nat's predecessor, Nat effect, whatever you want to call it. I will say this: Katie Joy definitely has some very strange people who come out and say things. It's so manipulative. I don't. Yeah, you could definitely view that as manipulative. Definitely, always busy. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, I'm just blown away. And this is what I mean, right? This is exactly what I mean. And I can't even believe what I'm seeing. Like, thank you for sending this to me, okay? This is just crazy. Leon, get yourself a coffee and recharge after this. I need to hear the microchip scream. Tinfoil hat ready. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Leon. I know you'll be right there with your tinfoil hat. So, guys, I mean, basically, I don't want to play the whole Roadhog stream. I mean, you guys, it's his stream last night. At the beginning of it, he was yelling at Unirock. I don't know what happened with him and Unirock. I listened to some of it, but I'm still a little lost. I think Unirock felt like Roadhog was threatening him or something. I don't know, but if you're still the host, Roadhog, we'd love your thoughts. You are welcome and don't need to lurk. We aren't against you. Yeah, like I'm not against Roadhog. I mean, I don't agree with everything he does. He doesn't agree with everything I do, probably. I mean, I'm not trying to. And to whoever is in his chat, like, oh, Easy is saying that, like, yo, you people are just love to stir shit, People don't have to agree with people all the time, and that doesn't mean there needs to be some kind of like freaking war or whatever. Like, I could care less. Like, dude, do you, Oh, Annalisa, that wasn't you. I'm sorry. I thought I just opened what you sent me. I looked for your name and I didn't see it. Let me check again. I'm sorry. I thought that was yours. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I'll bring that up right now. I have guys, and I want to say this too while I have the opportunity. I get like a lot of messages, and sometimes like I don't open them, and it's not because like I'm a jerk and I don't want to talk to anybody. It's just like I can't like handle it all sometimes, and I don't know what I just can't handle it all sometimes, and I just don't open it. And it's nothing personal. Like, I know a couple people who like, well, I guess you're not gonna respond to me, so. And I'm like, dude, I hate that people think that. It's just I can't keep up sometimes. I'm only one person. All right. All right, where did it go? Hold on. Why do I see it on my phone but not on my computer? What the fuck? Let me refresh the page here. Where the frick did it go? Hold on. That is so weird. I see it on my phone, but I don't see it on my desktop, and that is so strange. Oh, why is your name different? Why is it different in one place and from the other? That is so weird. Freaking, you guys probably think I'm nuts, but I swear to God, it's a different name. Okay. All right, now I have it here. Let me bring it up. Okay. Open a new tab. Yep. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, finally. Let me zoom in. Julie, hey Todd, how are you doing? Julie, I'm good. It's nice to hear Katie laugh again. Balls. Yes, Julie, I agree. Okay. Huh? What are we looking at here? Hold on. Let me read this. You said this is from Katie's chat? Did you say this was from Katie's chat? Is that what it is? I'm just a little confused. Hold on. So, okay. So what you did here, or somebody did here, Pork Chop maybe, they copy and pasted what took place in Katie Joy's live chat. Is that correct? That's what this is? Okay. I think that's what I'm looking at, right? Pork Chop has a pinned. Hold on. I did this. Be free. This is my message from Annalisa. I'm a little confused, guys. This is what she sent me, though. What am I missing here? I'll check again, but that is what she sent me. Yeah, that's all that Annalisa sent me. So okay, so this is from Katie's chat. I think that's what we're reading here. So Julie, hey Todd, how you doing? So Sickback, somebody named Sickback says, why is Julie speaking of your husband so much, right? Strange. Julie says, sick, because I've been around for 2 years and I've talked to them both a lot. I just think he's cool. Plus, I love Norse mythology, so common interest. Oh, he's real cool, right? He's real cool when he's trying to smash in the hotel and whatnot. That's cool, real cool. Yep. Julie says, Todd, I'm gonna DM Katie, but it's for you. I would like to find out if you can make something for me. I know she's not answering, so just an FYI. Yo, did you just shortcut Katie and go directly to Todd and be like, yo, your girl's not telling you, so I'm gonna tell you? Is that what this is, guys? Is that what I'm reading right now? That's kind of like what's the word? That's kind of not cool. I don't know. I don't even know how to word that, but Todd, I'm just going to DM Katie, but it's for you. I would like to find out if you can make something for me. Sorry, guys. This is the first time I am reading this. A wooden Celtic knot. My daughter is with a Scot, and it looks like marriage is coming. So it's for her daughter or her son or skydiving or what? Which one? Okay. Ball says, Julie, you can always DM me if you want. I have an IG for my Etsy stuff. Okay. Julie says, oh, you do? I didn't know that. It's under your balls handle. And Todd says, LOL. No, not under my balls. Oh, really? Are you sure about that, Todd? Ball says, IG, it's the nimble Norseman. What a fucking loser. A fucking nimble Norseman? Are you kidding me? Oh, boy. A fucking corny motherfucker. All right, so Julie says, LOL. Cool. Todd, message sent. Julie says message sent. Okay, so thank you, Pork Chop, and thank you, Annalisa, for sending me this. So this is a snippet of what went on in Katie's live chat, I take it, of Todd and Julie going back and forth. So this is before the hotel offering, apparently. I take that back, okay? Yeah, her daughter's getting married. Her son's going skydiving. The other kid likes Noah symbolism, and I'm really lost right now because this is just weird at this point. But the nimble Norseman, that was worth reading this just for that. Have you guys ever, speaking of Todd and his Instagram, have you guys, I think he privated his Instagram like not too long ago, but okay, so he had an Instagram trying to sell his guitars, right? And he had a video that was next level creepy, okay? He was playing a guitar and he was looking dead in the camera and he just looked dead inside. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that video? The man looked dead inside. He was just staring into the thing with like motionless face, and it was like the weirdest freaking video. And yeah, I was like, this man's dead inside. He is. I don't know. I say this all the time, and like then I start to like feel dumb. Sometimes I say to you guys, I'm like, I kind of feel bad for Todd, right? Because I feel like he's a bitch. Like he's Katie's little bitch, like bitch boy, you know? And that she's online all day arguing with strangers and he's taking care of the house and whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute, but it's Toad. And I don't really feel bad at all. And I'm sorry, you guys. All this nimble Norseman shit, it still does not explain why. It still does not explain why he was with a racist record label. And this ain't allegedly, okay? It's not. Because there is documented proof that this happened and that Katie plays dumb and acts like it didn't when it in fact did. Della, I just love the name Della. That was my grandma's name, and every time I see you, it just makes my heart smile. Thank you, Della. It was worth the nimble Norseman. I know, right? It was worth the nimble Norseman noisemakers alone. I agree, Della. I really do. The fucking nimble Norseman. Like, what? Look, the visual I just got when I read that name is not okay. I mean, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. So the way I'm going to end this is I haven't seen the record label video in a little bit, and I think it's only right that we end the Todd stream with the Todd record label video because fuck it, right? I'm going to say this too before I end this. Julie, I'm sorry I'm having a hard time believing you. You know, maybe I'm just an asshole. Maybe not. Okay? But I'm sorry that I muted you and just had no fucking patience for your ass. It's just who I am, and I'm willing to acknowledge that maybe that was not the greatest approach. But fake it till you make it is not really, an option in situations like this. All right, so let's play the final thing here. Final video that we're gonna do the Todd video send off. Because I think more and more people need to see this shit because it drives me nuts because Katie likes to play pretend with this and it does not sit well with me. It just doesn't. Okay, let me bring it up. Okay. Let me go to my playlist. All right, I'm going to mute myself and take this. When it all started, right? So it was well known, like I said. I'm sorry, I had a moment there where I got stuck. Why, oh, why, you gotta do me like that? Why, oh, why, thank you for your super sticker. Your name reminds me of a lovely song. Most things remind me of songs, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I want to thank you now before I forget, because that would not be cool. So let's get back to the video. Hey guys, thank you so much for the new subscribers. I'm so excited. So for those of you who don't know, the other night I played Mr. Crystal Ball's horrible music video
that I just tried to joke all the way through because I could barely listen to it, so I rather have just made fun of the imagery. But speaking of the imagery, it got really creepy. Now, if you haven't seen that, you should probably start there, else you'll probably be pretty confused. It was hilarious and horrible all at the same time. But after I published it, I started thinking, and I think a lot of
Thank you, Ronnie G. Appreciate your super sticker and your support for being here watching my streams. I thank you very much. Very nice of you guys.
a lot of you people in the comments did too about the creepy nature of the video. Basically, I don't know if you guys know this, but Todd was signed to a label called Moribund Records. Now, let me start from the beginning here. Moribund Records got a horrible reputation back in 2000, 2001.
I wish I focused a little more on this part, so I'm going to stop it right here because, one more thing. I always got to say one more thing. There is actual links to this in this video too, okay? So when I tell you that this was a well-known fact back in the year 2000, okay, that they called people subhuman, N-words, girls with an M, all this stuff was like way out there, right? And we know Katie Joy's ass probably Googles everything, okay? So for her to be like, no, we didn't know. No, that's bullshit, okay? They knew. I don't believe for 1 second they didn't know, okay? Like I said, oh yeah, white powder labels too, okay? Well documented. I have the links in the video. If you don't believe what I say, go look for yourself.
One, and letting people, push music that was very anti-Semitic, very racist, very anti-gay, and they made it well known. There's it's the opposite of cancel culture, literally, and
Yo, so nasty. You know how nasty you have to be to get your PayPal taken away? PayPal was like, yo, we don't even want to do business with you no more. Okay? That's how gross these people were. They let anybody do any kind of content, and there were some nasty record labels. There was some nasty bands, okay? Katie lies so much about this, you guys. So much. Just admit it. Just admit it. And I've said this in the video. Yo, Todd wanted a record deal, okay? Everybody that's a musician wants a record deal. Let's be honest. And maybe Moribund was the only one that would give him one. And maybe they didn't like the fact that maybe they had shady bands. Maybe they took the money anyways because, record deal and whatnot. But that does not cover up the fact this was well known going into it. So that whole we didn't know is not going to fucking float here. It's just not, Yeah. Okay, Be Free. I'll keep an eye out.
It's everything that KJ hates, allegedly. And let me tell you something. They are one nasty label, and they're so nasty that PayPal won't even do business with them, okay? They label them as like a terrorist organization or something crazy. I'll link all this in the description.
Now, because I have grown as a creator and an individual, I do understand now that the symbolism from Norse, whatever, okay? I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know what I'm talking about because I kind of don't, but Norse symbolism, I understand that the Nazi party took like their symbols and made them what they wanted to make them, and I understand that, that was kind of taken from them. That much I can say that, I didn't really know about. I think a subscriber of mine named Kristen, Bell Memory Kristen, kind of informed me of that back when I made this video, and I actually did listen to her. And Caroline Ironwill has emailed me about this video, and Caroline Ironwill has let me know, AZ, it's not like it appears. Maybe you should have me on to talk about that, but I don't know what happened. We never got around to it. But so a couple people have let me know that the symbolism with Norse and Nazis, that the wires got crossed. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
Do I agree with that? No. I mean, like, PayPal should not be telling people what they can and cannot say. Like, the day that banks shut us down and shut us up because of freedom of speech is just not a good day. So I don't agree with that. But just to give you an idea of how nasty they were, people didn't even want to do business with them, right? So this was a well-known fact. Now, to be fair, PayPal didn't stop business with them until last year, even though Morebound had been, racist since 2000, 2001. It all started, right? So it was well known, like I said. So in 2009 is when Todd Paulson signed with them, okay? So he signed with them. He walked into this record label knowing he was going to be a part of something that was very nasty and very not culturally acceptable in this day and age.
For 9 years. 9 years. This information was out there on the interwebs. For 9 years. You sent it, be free, okay. I mean, and you're going to say you didn't know about it? I don't think so.
And he still went into it, okay? That money, right? Okay. So, with that being said, last year, Todd had fulfilled his contract. He had a 10-year, 2-record contract with Morebound, okay? So in 2019, it was fulfilled. So he went to another record label. Now, the night that KJ showed the audience her husband's video, which is the same one I showed you guys, right? Was the same night that she allegedly said Todd left that record label because they were signing some really nasty bands. Yeah, okay. No, that's not why. That's not why at all. He left because he was done. He fulfilled his contract, he did his duty, and he walked into it knowing how disgusting this record label was. But yet she was like, "Oh no, yeah, he left because they push hate or whatever." What they push is more than hate. It's everything that I personally stand against, and I'm pretty sure if you're listening to this video, you probably do too. It's devil worship, it's racism, it is like dehumanizing people on a level that I can't even imagine. And I will link all of this in the description. And like I said, like I always say here, don't take my word for it. Go look for yourself. Don't take anything I say as fact. Okay? Go look for yourself. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel comfortable even watching or listening to or trying to reason with, or I mean even looking at somebody who can be a part of something so disgusting knowingly walking into it, able to talk about. This is what the music industry talks about, I should say, when they say you sell your soul to record companies. This is the epitome of that, okay? Literally. Look for yourself. Don't believe what I say. You know what I'm saying? Go look. But this is disgusting, man. This, like, every time I turn around, there's like a darker corner with KJ, and I don't even want any more to do with it. It's just disgusting. The Paulsons, yo, shame on you for knowingly walking into something like that. Disgusting. You guys are awful people. Oh, and don't come for me saying, "Oh, you probably should leave Katie's husband alone." No, let me tell you something. Fuck Katie's husband, okay? That racist because he has no problem talking trash to Katie's ex-subscribers, right? People that currently make videos about her. So I'll leave that up on the screen for you, okay? He has no problem using his band name to talk shit, right? And he puts himself out there on YouTube as an artist, whatever, and he is subject to criticism. Oh, and that ain't all. Lest we forget that KJ not only is married to this man, but she employs him, okay? She employs him. So it would be bad enough if she had hired somebody that had a history like this. So not only did she hire somebody, she's married to somebody this disgusting. Oh, you guys have a cult where you like hate everybody in the world that's not white? Yo, where do I sign up? I'm down. 10 years? Okay, we can do that. 10 years, sure. Hey, do you want to join my cult? I have lots of gold for you. Come on, come to my club. Just sign here. Okay, gotcha. I'll sign. Yup.
Here's my John Hancock. Yup. Okay, let's do this. Gross. You guys are gross.
I forgot about a lot of that video. I did not remember that I said, yo, F Katie's husband. I did not remember that. That made me laugh. Yeah, and Bugsy. I love this comment, Bugsy. Maybe Toad ripped the pride flag. Maybe Toad did. Okay. And here's another thing a lot of people don't know about, right? Odin's wife, now remember, Odin is father. In Todd's video, he's like father, and Odin is walking around, the one-eyed willy dude, okay? It's like all this Norse stuff that I don't really understand, but listen to this shit, okay? Odin, the father, okay? In real life or in mythology, whatever, Odin has a wife named Frigg, and Frigg was a seer. And a seer is somebody who knew the future, even though she couldn't change it without a crystal ball. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but that's not the only weird coincidence. There's another one. Hold on, what's the other one? I forget. Seers are known for scrying. Scrying is what people do when they look in a crystal ball. Yep. Okay, 2 seeds with Odin. Okay, and in this group of mythology gods, there exists somebody named Freya. Freya was one of the wives or something. I can't really remember who Freya was. It's been a while, but they have a dog named Freya. Okay, they did, or they do, or I think Freya may have passed away. Yup, pagan metal. Okay, yup. National Socialist black metal. Anyways, that's kind of weird, right? All that stuff. All right. Or is there no such thing as coincidences? I was so dramatic in my video, huh? This is what she said. Oh my God, you guys are literally reaching. This rune is thousands of years old and it means family. Probably does. I'll give her that much. It probably does, right? My husband is not a Neo. He's using runes from Norse mythology as a symbol for family. The song has Odin in it, Norse god. We are not white, blank, racist, or into witchcraft. But you sure took the money from the record label that had no problem with people doing that. Just saying. And Katie shit her pants when I published this video. She went live on Instagram in her Snoop Dogg shirt, and you know she's serious when she's in her Snoop Dogg shirt, right, guys? She put her Snoop Dogg shirt on, and she was like, "This cheesespiracy. Oh my God, this is not true." When Todd found out, he left the record label. She said he left when he found out. No, he didn't. He fulfilled his contract. What are you talking about? She lied like 25 times. I can't even remember all the things she lied about because there's that many, right? Freya ate all her pallets. Yeah. Remember the freaking pallets? Oh my God. Yo, would you use eye makeup after your dog chewed the pallet like that? No. Anyways, pre-3 chans with Snoop Dogg shirt. I know, right? We know Katie's your best friend. Be it Biffles, right, Katie? Fucking Biffles. Anyways, now I know better. Now I know Norse stuff has all this different meaning. I can see that. I will admit that. Definitely didn't know what I was talking about. But the other stuff about the record label, I still stand by that shit because it was well known. But anyways, Eva says, Leon, I know, right? Eva says, do you remember that weird ass stream when she started talking about Black History Month, talking about how she knows BX and all these other creators are of color? God help us. I don't know if I remember that particular one, but that doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Did she have her Snoop Dogg shirt on? She always has her Snoop Dogg shirt on when she's talking about any form of racism for some weird reason. You know? I can't be racist. I have black friends. Oh. Yikes. Anyways. Hold on. I was supposed to look at something somebody sent me. Hold on. Let me see. Be free. I know you said you sent me something, and I am in my inbox here, and I am even in my other stuff and I don't see your message. What the frig? Let me check again. Hold on. I have like 9,000 unopened messages from people and it goes all the way down. Maybe you're all the way down. I don't know. I need to like open these more so I can get people at the top and stuff. I don't fucking know. Maybe you're all the way down. I don't even know. I don't see it. Your name is Be Free, right? On Instagram. I'm pretty sure it is. And I heard that Craze Conflict and Jay fell out, and that's kind of sad. Dude, I am like 2 weeks back. I have so many unopened messages that I can't even find it. Fuck. Anyways, you guys, I'm sorry, Be Free. I literally have 95 unopened messages and it goes all the way back and I can't even find it. And I feel like a jerk, but I really don't know where it is. If KJ doesn't make a video about this, I'll be really surprised. I don't think she wants to bring any attention to Roadhog. We'll see though. Todd had so much hate for BX on that live. I wish KJ didn't mute him. You know the N-word came out his mouth. Oh, I know when Todd went in the room over the shoulder and he's like, he had a sleeveless shirt on. He was like, you're not going to talk to my wife like that. That's funny, Todd, because plenty of people talk to your wife like that. But when BX did it, you had to barge in and, you know, with your sleeveless shirt on with the gun show, showing off the gun show, right? Your fucking cheese knife show is more like it, but hey. Fun mental image. KJ singing and white girl dancing to WAP. Y'all remember that? No, I don't remember that. Oh God, help us. I can't even picture her dancing, you guys. Do you think Katie Joy dances? You can tell I'm getting tired. I'm starting to ask weird questions. I don't think she's a dancing type. I mean, maybe her and Todd hit up the mosh pits and stuff at the heavy metal rock concerts. Yeah, dude, she hated BX. That was messed up. He did roast her in that live, though. She hangs up on everybody. Anytime she lets people call in and they disagree with her, she hangs up. That kind of pissed me off when she hung up on him. Fuck BX, though. He's a fucking weirdo. But anyways, I missed that. Does anyone know where we can watch it? I don't remember that, but that is a funny mental image. Be Free. Where can we find that? Is that what you sent to me? I don't see it. Oh, God. So, that depends. But a couple weeks ago, I asked my Instagram live people, I'm like, where does this diaper story come from, right? Because everybody says, like, she wears a diaper. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean she wears a diaper? So they showed me, they said, okay, this video where she gets up out of her chair and she goes to take off her Google Play sign, you know, the silver thing was shining in the background. The Google Play sign award, whatever the fuck it is. And she stood up and like legit, yo, I think, listen, I'll even give her the benefit of the doubt and think maybe her underwear was just mad tight. That did not look comfortable, okay? If it was not, depends, or underwear or a diaper, then yo, you just need to get some new underwear, okay? Because that was like painful to look at. It really was. And I'm like, now I understand why people say she wears a diaper. I get it now. Like, now I get it, you know? Ronnie says, no dancing. Remember, she was hanging in the back, smoking a fatty. I know, right? Just like Gabby Petito and her friends, right? That was fucked up. Guys, that was fucked up. When she was like, I was a stoner like Gabby. Yeah, because I'm sure Gabby and her family want her to be remembered as a stoner. What the fuck are you doing, Katie Joy? That was fucking painful. Sometimes the cringe is just off the charts, right? The cringe-o-meter fucking smashed it on that one. She reminds me of me and my best friend. Girl, we know you ain't have no friends. That pissed me off hard too, Ronnie. It really did. I did not like that. Listen, I'm actually glad we're talking about this. A lot of people have asked me, right? They've been like, AZ, you have gone so hard at KJ for so long. Like, you covered Gabby Petito. She did. You hate her. She's doing a hack job at Gabby. Like, why haven't you said nothing? And literally, it's because it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad that she has disrespected this girl. I can't even make content on it because, like, flip a desk, okay? Literally. Everything from doxing that lady, from, remember how she was like, oh, the car, the fucking Mustang, it belongs to this lady. Here's her name. No. You don't know a zero from a Q, dummy. You had that all fucked up, and you never said sorry to that lady or took it down or nothing. So there was that. And then a million other things. The inappropriate ass Duggar thing she posted of Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar on a fucking reindeer. And she's like, oh, look at the Duggars off looking for Brian Laundrie. Cringe. Ooh, the cringe. That was not funny, cute, tasteful. The list goes on. Allegedly. Hi, allegedly. Thank you very much for that fabulous super sticker. Allegedly, do you like my mask? Is that why? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Okay, Pink Flamingo, you gotta go to bed? I know, I did not plan on streaming this long. Now I'm rambling. Thank you, allegedly. That's really nice of you. Does AZ know about what? Hold on. Did you see the article about Katie's coverage of Gabby on Soap Opera Spy? No. I have not. Soap Opera Spy. Okay, let's check it out. Now I'm interested. I haven't really veered into too much Katie lately, and like, this is why, but I do like to see her ass drag, so let's Soap Opera Spy. Go to crystal ball. Let's see. Thank you for telling me. All right, let me put this up on the screen here. Okay. So is it the last one that we should look at? Huh? Todd Chrisley. Todd Chrisley is cheesy white ass teeth. He makes me smile. When he ever said, Katie Joy, you are nondescript, he just stole my heart. I'm telling you. Stole my heart. I was like, I love this man and his salt. Eric, thank you, Eric. Eric became a member and sent a nice sticker. Thank you, Eric. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Very nice of you guys. Thanks. You guys want to buy me some mascara? No, I'm just kidding. You guys want to get me a cat house? Oh my God. I'm sorry. Thank you. I can buy some new mascara now. I don't have a cat, but I'll put that shit on my wish list. All right, where are we? Thank you guys. I could buy a bunch of mascaras now. Oh boy. Okay. Heading for more legal woes. Oh boy. Last year, the patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best and Growing Up Chrisley vowed to bring a lawsuit against Katie Joy. Yep. Sure did. In her video, Katie is careful to always mention that she shares her opinion. Well, it's not a crime to have an opinion. However, this week, she seemed to throw caution out the window. Oh boy. Taken to Instagram, she shared a photo of Brian Laundrie next to one of Chris Watts. Then she wrote, today, we know, like Chris Watts, Laundrie murdered Gabby by strangling her. Chris Watts strangled his wife and suffocated his two daughters. Then she added, both of these men are monsters. Finally, she topped it off with, I know Brian isn't charged with the crime. I don't care if I'm not saying allegedly. We all know he murdered her. Katie Joy, what are you doing? Katie, are you all right? Like, are you all right? And that's the thing too. And I have to remind myself that too. Like, as much as I think it's Brian, you gotta be careful, you know? I have a deal for you. Diane says, I'll buy you mascara if you buy me a laptop. I know, right? I have people getting laptops too. Pots and pans and shit. I'm like fucking blown away when people tell me this. I'm like, wow, pots and pans, huh? What? Hey, you know what? Can't knock the hustle, I guess, right? Maybe I'm just salty and hating. I don't know, but I don't think I would be, willing to. Whatever. I'm just gonna stir up more trouble if I keep talking. And right now, I think this is for the first time in a very long time where I don't have any other creators that I want to hang out to dry. So I'm kind of gonna simmer down now, okay? KJ is always trying to desperately draw conclusions and clues like a child. Life ain't Scooby-Doo, Doxy. Oh, life ain't Scooby-Doo, Doxy. Oh. Doxy McDoxison. It's for the stream, right? Yeah, it's for the stream. Yeah, not mascara, not makeup, not palettes, not cats, not laptops, not cat houses. It's for the stream. It's for the good of the stream. It really is, though, because it really is. Last thing I did with all the money I got is I bought this nice fancy new camera. I did, and I showed the receipts for it because I feel like creators should, if they are, for example, I had a coffee account. I was like, hey, I'm going to fundraise money for a new camera, smash the goal. And I said, hey, everybody, this is my receipt from the camera I bought with your donations. Because I feel like people should do that, right? Like, build up a trust with your audience. Like, you got people like Katie Joy out here who are like, yeah, I donated to Ronald McDonald House. She had people be like, give me the money and I'll donate to Ronald McDonald House. Are you guys dumb? Don't ever do that. But hey, so I'm still waiting on those receipts. That ain't never gonna come. Ronald McDonald, who was it? Yaya Zabering had a photo on their Instagram of Ronald McDonald, and it said, I'm sick of this shit. And it was talking about Katie Joy. You guys remember that? I'm sick of this shit. A picture of Ronald McDonald. That made me laugh really hard. I'm really bothered by that, you guys. I love the Ronald McDonald House. I could cry talking about how much I love the Ronald McDonald House. Like, those people are selfless. I don't want to get all teary-eyed on you, but I love them. And I really don't like that Katie did that. Oh, but on Katie's Instagram live the other night, she was like, we donate to here, we donate to there, we donate everywhere. I even donate my clothes. Girl, shut up. Shut up and show the Ronald McDonald House receipts, okay? Or not. Ronald McDonald House receipts or not. No. Anyways, where were we? I did not plan on streaming. This is probably one of the longest streams I've ever done in my life. Tons of channels have them, especially for unboxing videos with members only. I'm not disagreeing that it's odd, but tons of people have wish lists. No, you're right. Okay, Motor City Nerds, you're right. Tons of people do have wish lists. You're right. They definitely do. I am poking fun. You're right. You're right. I had a coffee account for a camera. I mean, who the fuck am I to say anything? I don't know. But shit, I didn't know I could get a laptop, pots and pans, a cat house. I mean, shoot. Just kidding. You're right, though, Motor City. A lot of people do. You're right. You are right. I'm not knocking your comment. You are absolutely 100% right. Anyways, you guys, this fucking computer throws off heat. I'm telling you, maybe I really do need a new computer. I get so hot when I stream. I'm telling you. My brother is a streamer. He has like Twitch, and he's a gamer. And he doesn't do the YouTube thing, but he's a gamer, and he has like a couple of different screens in his room. Right? He's got a fucking light up hard drive box with LED lights in it and shit. He's got all, it's like a space station in there, okay? And when you walk in his room, it smells like a goddamn locker room because he's like sitting there gaming so hard, just sweating, eating Hot Pockets, drinking Mountain Dew. Just kidding, but no, really. I always picture gamers drinking Mountain Dew and eating Hot Pockets, so hey. Anyways, I'm clearly overtired and acting ridiculous, but she punked him. I didn't even punked who? Well, anyways, thank you to my moderators for being here and having my back and posting links and doing all the moderator stuff. I don't thank you guys enough. I really don't. I'd be lost without you because Lord knows I wouldn't be able to handle it. I can barely keep the screen on half the time. Speaking of that, I didn't lose my screen tonight. I'm very proud of myself. I really am. Anyways, I had a lot of fun tonight. I really did. And I love laughing with you guys. And like I said, if you haven't smashed the bell, you really should. Because soon, soon we're going to be talking about microchip implants in people's vaginas. And it's going to be off the wall. You ain't going to want to miss this. Okay, Targeted Individuals is coming soon to a YouTube near you, and we're gonna watch it and we're gonna have fun. And don't send Julie any hate. Don't be calling her husband's work. Okay, peace, love, and happiness. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.